PrepperNow. We're gonna go live because I'm all riled up. Just, oh my gosh, man! I got a little bit of an excessive trolling today by some people, so it is what it is. Thanks for being here. Did my video earlier. Went well with the for me, for whatever they allow. Oh God, what did I talk about this morning with the video I had? I can't even think of what it was. Oh, lipstick on a pig. Yeah. So good stuff there. Thank you for being here. Yes. So here we are. What are we gonna do tonight? Let's go daily job cuts. I'm just here to talk. I don't even really have a plan. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't go live last night, so there it is. All right. Hey, look at that. Unsold inventory is rising across the country. Oh, you mean things aren't going great? Kevin Grip, you've been a supporter for 22 months. That's awesome. Wow. I'm surprised I'm still here for 22 months. Oh, man, I appreciate you, dude. You're great. Thanks for all the people that support SRD, all you guys. If you don't, I don't care, whatever. It's nice. I don't know. Go over and check out my latest video on Crisis Report. I got trolled pretty hard tonight, so I came out swinging. I don't know. I think some of the ideas of people of what we get and what we go through, I can assure you, this is at best a side gig. This is it's not anything. If there's content creators out there that are paying their bills completely via doing this, God bless them, because they're working their tail off. Me, this is a side hustle. And even then, it's questionable. So I just want to talk about what's going on. I do. I turned the camera on in March of 2020, thinking I was going to start a prepper channel and tell people how to, stock cans of food. And here we are on daily job cuts 4 years later plus, pissing and moaning about all the crazy stuff going around. And it is crazy. I mean, the things going on right now. You couldn't. If I could go back and visit my former self and tell them all the things that I've seen in 4 years, I think it would blow me away. I'd probably downloaded my shorts from the crazy. I can't even imagine it. So, well, here we go. Former hotel worker. Oh, they're loving the hotels there, huh? New neighbors, they love it. The unsold inventory, that one I think is important because that's a big side. There's all kinds of economic things that are going on right now that are just factors. I put out onto my Subscribe Star on my locals the latest video by Dr. Chris Martenson, a guy who I really revere and like, who is a doctor. He's a, pathologist, I'm pretty sure. But also just, Duke University, PhD pathologist, but also a brilliant guy, and really has it locked. I've been reading him for years on Zero Hedge, and he has a video out tonight just showing how everything basically is like breaking down and how we're, it's basically collapsing us all around us. But most of the people that you know and I know are oblivious to this, and they're just going on their merry way like this is all normal, Like the cartoon with the dog, and he's in the room of fire, and he's like, this is normal. That's how I feel right now. I feel all that around me. So, look, amount of copper needed for EVs is impossible for mining companies. But of course. That's the thing. All that stuff, when you really get into it and you read what it is and what it takes, and they're like, oh, we need clean energy across the country for everything. And you're like, well, you have to create like 5 nuclear power plants a month for the next 50 years, or whatever the heck the crazy number is. It just, you look at this stuff and, because they'll put it out there and be like, hey, we need to have clean energy by 2050. It's like, okay, well, what does that entail? Oh, we have to create 5 nuclear power plants every month for the next 50 years. Like, that's not even the realm of possibility. So, you can sit there and, as my daddy would say, ifs and buts and candy and nuts, and we'll have a Merry Christmas, but it's not happening. So, yeah, this is what's going on. Let's see the inventory going around. There we are. Unsold inventory is rising across the country. Oh, they're talking about homes. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm not paying your thing, but let's talk about it. There are more homes on the market now than any time since August 2020, a number that will probably peak at about 700,000 this summer. It's the end of May, and unsold inventory on the market is increasing across the U.S. Every state in the country has more homes on the market than a year ago, and in many places, new construction is being completed and added to the inventory. So it's not just resale inventory that's growing. There are more homes on the market now than any time since August 2020. The number of probably peak at 700,000 this summer, basically over 2020 levels. So, I mean, you've missed the boat. If you didn't sell your house, you're basically done. I don't even know where the interest rates are right now. They got to be, approaching early 1980s level. I remember my dad telling me that back in the day when I was a kid growing up, we moved across country and we moved to Kansas City, when I was mid 80s, and he said the interest rate, the Volcker interest rate, was something like 12 or 13% or whatever on the home. And so, whenever we go and be like, hey, the interest rate's 3 or 4%, he just would always think back to that and laugh. And that's what it is, So I don't know about you, but mother-in-law is actually trying to put her house potentially on the market because she wants to basically redo some stuff. She wants to change things and pay off some debt and basically become mortgage-free. So she's got a huge parcel of land. She plans on basically splitting it up, selling the home and 2/3 of the land, and then taking like 6-7 acres and turning that into her new area, because she's got, it's a horse farm, and building a home there, making a new home there, building, because she's paid off everything. So what she'll make from the home and the sale of the land will basically pay for the new build and what she has left, and she'll live rent-free or mortgage-free. So that's the goal. I don't know about you all, but 18% on home loan. Wow, that's up there, Scrappy. And I'm glad to see homes are moving in your area. I can tell you, out here in the hinterlands, they're not doing what they used to do, but they're definitely not moving the way they were in 2021, 2022, and definitely not 2020, 2021 kind of time frame. But it's not good. It's all because of the interest rates. Yeah, you're gonna get a great deal on a house, possibly. But even the houses are super expensive. You're looking at these things and you're looking at the price per square footage, and you're like, holy crap, who can afford this? And the other thing is, with all the other cost of living stuff, I mean, if you're paying $350,000 for a home that 15 years ago was $120,000. Your income is not keeping up with all that. So, I don't know. Let's go to the economy. There we go. Where was it? Well, They've got this area where you can kind of see everything. So 50 layoffs. Yeah, here are the layoffs. That's the other thing that's coming. Maximus, 140. Silo. None of these are huge. Not big, but definitely not hiring. So major crap going on there. And then you've got all the other stuff going on. Big tech champion, T-Mobile. Oh, T-Mobile's buying out U.S. Cellular. So they're gone. Here, what we got over here. There we go. First-time homeowners are starting to ask parents for help to make buying property a reality. Oh, you knew that was coming. I mean, how many kids are living? Like, how many kids are living with their parents? It's got to be. I mean, the number of kids that are living with their parents right now has got to be larger than it's ever been. I mean, it is what it is. So it's got to be larger than that. So I've noticed, have you guys noticed Target and Walmart kind of lowering some of the prices? I've actually noticed at Aldi that the prices have gotten lower a little bit. Nothing great. And the funny thing is they're like, oh yeah, the prices are lower. But like if you backtrack to 2020, they're still twice as much as what they were then. So, oh yeah, it's I don't know. It's nice, but it's not doing what needs to be done. I mean, all the prices right now are just nuts. So, 80% of Americans consider fast food a luxury due to high prices. We got to go into that one. Let's go into that one. All right. Yes, we'll allow the ads. Well, anyway. 80% of Americans now consider fast food I'm not turning off my ad blocker. Anyway, I mean, look at that. Fast food, first of all, if you're eating fast food, it's crap. You're not eating fast food. Do not eat fast food. Fast food bad. And, you should be eating at home. You should be making your own meals. And you should be doing whatever you can to mitigate the high prices of stuff. So, it is what it is. But let's go back to that the parents one. I'm interested in this one. Oh my God. I don't want to. Stupid. Go to other places besides Fox job cuts. Anyway, you get the point. Fast food is a luxury. Why is that? Fast food should not be a luxury. Fast food should be what you do when there's absolutely no other options on the planet, like on the table. That's what that should be. So, and yeah. If it's not, then it's not. And yeah. I mean, we went out and we went to Popeyes. My kids like chicken nuggets, and we were at sports ball, and we didn't have time, right? It is what it is. We had to go and we had to do what we had to do, and we had to do it, and we did it. So we went to Popeyes, which, Popeyes isn't terrible. I like their fries. Their chicken's pretty good. I actually like them better than Chick-fil-A as it pertains to like chicken nuggets and stuff. But anyway, we had to go there, right? There's now a good run home. We're in D.C. We live an hour and a half away. Kids at the sports ball tournament. It was like $35 for all 5 of us to eat at that place. And I've got 3 kids, and they're small. They're not adults. I've got a 5-year-old, at the time a 9-year-old, and a 12-year-old. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm reading some random dude when he's talking about. I know what country is she from? I know it's Eastern Europe. Some random dude. he's talking about how her family had to get assistance and everything. I'd be interested to see that comment and comment on your comment. Millen Ruth says, we got McNuggets a couple weeks ago. Even those were disgusting. Tasted like a burnt grease and plastic. That's the other thing. Thank you for saying that. They're terrible. Like the food that you get now is absolutely gross. I was watching the Poplar Report. I like Steve Poplar, right? Poplar Report does good stuff. He's not hyperbolic. He recovers. He gets the things that you're saying. So there's some conjecture and all that. But he was talking about getting corned beef hash and other things that are, kind of staples and food that you get from Walmart that, for some people it's what they eat. I personally don't like the corned beef hash, but he and other people were commenting how when they would get this stuff, they'd open the can and it was just like grease, water, oil, and crap. And how the product quality now of all this stuff is just in the gutter. So, I don't know. You know what, Scrappy? I do like Wendy's chili too. I've had it many a time. When I go low carb, I get their little Caesar salad and the chili. But they do put cellulose in there, from what I understand, and cellulose is effectively wood shavings, but created in a way so that, I don't know if that's true. Maybe they changed it, but cellulose is basically fiber they put in there to kind of beef it up. But yeah, I mean, a lot of food has it in there, kind of hold it together. But Wendy's chili is pretty good. But I mean, the quality of the food, the quality of everything has gone down completely. Quality of service. There's a place that we play musically, and the place is effectively not able to go the way it used to. They don't do the lunch shift anymore. They just do kind of an evening. They do like a 4 to 9 kind of thing because they can't keep anybody there. They've got the business. People want to go to the place and eat, but they can't keep, the staff there. So because of that, they're having to take their stuff and go and, change the hours. And the other thing is like I've noticed at a lot of places, the quality. Someone was saying on Steve's report that at Kroger, the meat area, like where they get the meat, like where you pick out your steaks and stuff, has gone from being like a long line and corner with, 15, 20 feet of space to basically being like 5 feet of space now. And it's, the choices are basically nil. I was looking at Sam's Club over the weekend at their steaks. Man, they're like $16 for a pound if you're getting the good stuff. And even then, like, I mean, Walmart meat, I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little suspect of it. I try to go for like local. We've got a lot of great people around here that have local butchers and cut shops or whatever the heck you want to call them. And we go and we try to get there. And it's more expensive. I mean, sometimes it's even more than the $16 a pound. But you know where the cows are. Like I saw them last week. As I was driving by. That kind of thing. So, I don't know. It just, quality's down, prices up. I don't know. It's really... It's really aggravating when you go out there and, my kids will want to go to eat. They'll be like, oh, Dad, can we go out to dinner, have a nice meal and, that kind of thing. And even my wife, who, it wasn't exactly the most thrifty when I met her, me, I'm sitting there, picking up pennies off the ground. Even she's like, no, we're not doing it because it's just too darn expensive now. I remember we used to be able to go out to Mexican restaurants and feed all of us for like $35 with like a salsa in front. And then, I like to get the taco salad. My wife likes a chimichanga. Oldest daughter likes a chimichanga. And then my 2 kids get the, either grilled cheese or chicken nuggets because they're young. That's all they eat, chicken nugget, chicken nugget, chicken nugget. And it was like $35. You throw in a tip, you're talking like 40, 42, whatever it is. I try to tip 20% unless the service sucks because I put myself through college bartending. But it is what it is. Now you go out to that Mexican restaurant, it's like $60, $50 to $60. So I don't know. I'm making a meal for a cohort that's going through cancer. You know, she's doing well, but she's still got some stuff going on. And, you know, other people are going out and buying these meals. I'm like, screw that. I'm not buying you a meal. I'm going to create it. It'll be better anyway, especially with my knowledge of like restaurants and stuff. So we're doing a pulled chicken tacos thing with rice and beans, salsa, good salsa. You got to have good salsa. You can have crap everything else, but you got to have good salsa, like the real chunky stuff. And then sour cream and cheese and stuff. And then we made him some brownies. Probably the collective amount of price on that was about $10. And it's, you know, family of 5, lady, husband, 3 kids, 2 in high school, 1 in middle school, right? So, you know, if I were to go out and buy them a meal from, you know, insert restaurant here, let's say Applebee's for posterity, that would easily be $60 to $75. And that wouldn't even be, that would be like pickup. That wouldn't even be any kind of a tip, you know, or anything like that, you know. Sometimes I'll leave, if the girl's nice, I'll leave like a 10%er on something. Like if it's 60, I'll leave 6 or 5 or, you know, $5 bill, whatever. I don't know. I can't not tip. I know some people hate tipping, you know, and you do you. I'm not going to say, you know, you're bad or good if you do it, but, and that's another thing. People are like, you know, I can't even tip anymore. You know, when you're going out and you're getting some meal that used to cost you $35 and now it's $60, so you've gone from tipping $6, $7 to now tipping $12, it all adds up. All adds up. So, yes. All right, let's look at the thing. Cooking cheap for a family is easier than cooking for 2. I always make too much for 2. Redon K. I agree. It is much easier when you can mass produce and cook, especially with my kids. And, you know, I kind of know what they like. My wife's pretty simple. She's really into salmon. She loves eating salmon. So we get good pieces of salmon. Not the farm raised, not the coho. We get the Atlantic, you know, North Atlantic wild caught stuff. So we like the good salmon, you know, and I eat it too. I like it too. But yeah, I don't know. You know, prices up, quality down. And that's what I'm going to call this sucker, because that's where it's at. I mean, it really is. Even the homes, even like homes and stuff like that. There was a company in the South. They're called D.R. Horton, okay? And I think they're in South Carolina, around the Charleston area, all right? I'm a former Carolina resident myself. And D.R. Horton is a homemaker, and they went and they built all these homes, and they sell them, and, you know, they're not great, but some are townhomes, some are regular homes, probably 2,000, 2,500 square feet. And like people are going in and everything is falling apart. Like the molding is coming undone. The roof is leaking. They're getting these huge puddles. There's mold forming. All of these terrible things are happening because these homes are basically slapped together and then sold for an exorbitant amount of price. You know, and then the people go to like try to claim the warranty and stuff, because a lot of times they'll give these homes a warranty, and I mean, they do everything they can to squirrel their way out of it. It's just terrible. So yeah, everything is just not what it used to be. The quality is down. People are, you know, buying things and they're putting their hard-earned money in, and it just isn't there anymore. And it's frustrating. I mean, everything is so expensive. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Let's go to the phones. Yes, go out, keep the local pubs open. Yeah, please do. As a guy that performs music in local pubs, please go get your drink on at a local pub and listen to live music. All of you guys should listen to live music. Even, I'm not talking about me, and I'm not going to, you know, disclose who or where I am or what I jam or anything like that. But all of you should go out and you should watch live music. You should support it, because it's dying. I bet you in 30 years, it probably won't even be human-made music. It'll probably all be AI if it even lasts that long, you know? Be this strange techno dystopian, you know, soundtracks and stuff, and the great riff masters of the 70s, 80s, and 90s will no longer be there. I mean, I personally think that music, any kind of quality, ended at about 2000, 2010, kind of in that area. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being, you know, a boomer. Okay, boomer. Or, I don't know. I'm Gen X. I don't know what you would call me, an Xer. You know, we'll eventually get the nomenclature of you know, okay, boomer. But yeah, synthwave psychopunk. Oh, you're into that, man? All right, I'm cool with some synthwave stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen a live band in a long time. Jeremy, go see a live band. Go find a band that you like, that you enjoy, and go check them out, you know? And if you know, if it's too expensive, I get it. Go find like a cover band. A lot of times, the cover bands that do the songs and all that, they're cheap or free, and they do a good job, you know? So, oh, man. Elder millennial here. Okay, cool. My wife's kind of that way. She's on like the ex-millennial side of things. She's definitely tipped towards the millennial side, but she is early 80s. You know, I'm early 70s. She's early 80s. So I'm a Xer and she's a millennial. So Simple Minds. There you go. Yeah, music festivals. Absolutely. Go to a music festival. That's the thing. People need to like put the phones down and start going out and doing stuff like that again. That's a great way. And pay cash. Only take cash. Go find a music festival. Bring your own, you know, party supplies and have a nice afternoon watching the rock and roll music or whatever it is you like. And then go home and have a nice rest and dance and get your vitamin D outside and, you know, be free-spirited for an evening, you know. Definitely dance. Sing, too. Singing is important. That's awesome. Oh, man. All right. Fish. I saw fish 3 times. They're fun to see. Saw Rusted Root open up for them back in the 90s. Man, great stuff. Smelt like a burnt skunk in that entire arena. So, yeah, we're in we're in an interesting time, folks. We are definitely having problems. Record high beef prices may be the new norm right there. Man, I hope not. I love me some nice. I've cut my red meat out way much to get my cholesterol down and everything. It's actually really worked. It's funny. I never really tried it before. You know, I was a burger till I die kind of guy, and I did. And we, you know, we do turkey burgers and stuff like that, but try to do chicken, turkey, and fish now, really. And definitely more inexpensive, but, you know, having a ribeye every once in a while is always a wonderful thing. But yeah, record high beef prices. We may have to be the new norm. Everything, all these high prices are going to be the new norm. You know, anybody thinking that the prices are going to come down and like we're going to suddenly, all of a sudden turn the corner on this crap, it's just not going to happen. I just don't see it. And you know what? This is what happened in the 70s too, if you can remember back. You know, I wasn't buying anything then. I was, you know, 2nd, 3rd grade, but, you know, those prices have now parlayed into the high prices that we're paying now, you know. Back then, you buying a house for, you know, $60,000, $70,000, whatever the heck it was. And now you're paying 10 times that. You want to be in a nice neighborhood, you got to pay $500,000. So the rent is too darn high. Anyway, friends, I was going to do 30 minutes. Here we are. We're at 30 minutes. Please hit the like button and all that. Engage. It does help. And yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to call this prices up, quality down, because basically that's what's going on. So, yeah. Anyway, God bless you all. Thanks for coming to the old PrepperNow show, and we will see you on the next one.